What concessions would be on the table? Religious exemptions, for example, is that something that you would consider?
Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. So, Commie Law had another disastrous interview that she just did. This one was with NBC. I mean, every time this woman opens her face, she tanks her campaign. She's essentially campaigning for Trump at this point. But in this video, I want to show you what Commie Law has to say about Christians. Something that is kind of being overlooked in this video that I think every Christian should hear, so you can fully understand just how much this woman hates Christianity. Hey, real quick, would you hit that thumbs up button? You know when you like this video to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. Real quick though, I want you to watch this little overview of the entire interview. I think this might just sell you on Commie Law.
Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Trump, Donald 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 Trump got Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump is Donald Trump.
I've been giving it some serious thought, and I think this finally won me over, you guys. You know, as Americans, we can't afford to buy gas or buy food, stock up on groceries, pay a mortgage, pay rent, feed our families, health insurance. But Donald Trump, okay, do you get it yet? This woman never has anything of substance to say. In fact, every single question that she was asked, she did not give a legitimate answer. She just, Donald Trump. Now we all know about this clip by now where Commie Law tells a Christian that they're not welcome at her rally. But I want you to keep this clip in mind when I show you what she said about Christianity in her NBC interview.
With the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade, and they did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Wow. And then she smiles and waves them as they are kicked out of her rally.
No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
Wow. Now what happened was Commie Law was talking about, again, the only thing that she is running on, Trump and taking life in the womb. As she was talking about taking life in the womb, someone yelled, "Jesus is Lord." And that was her reaction. For them to be kicked out of her rally and to tell them that you're at the wrong rally. In fact, real quick, here's another angle. Everybody cheering as the Christian, and then look at this very tolerant liberal woman there pushing the man to get out of the rally because he said Jesus is Lord, as Commie Law was talking about slaughtering. Well, here is Commie Law once again on the NBC interview being pushed on taking life in the womb and if there should be religious exemptions at all whatsoever. And this was her response.
Where we have seen this issue on the ballot, to your point about elections, from red states to blue states, when freedom is on the ballot, the American people vote for freedom, regardless of the party they are registered to vote with. We have seen that.
Okay, real quick. I just have to interrupt real quick because she's right. Freedom is on the ballot. And you can see that more people believe that the freedom candidate is not her. You see her tanking constantly whenever she opens her mouth.
And I know that there are members of the United States Congress who are well aware that their constituents are in favor of the very fundamental principle that a woman should be able to make decisions about her own body and not have her government tell her what to do. So
is a question of pragmatism then. What concessions would be on the table? Religious exemptions, for example, is that something that you would consider?
I don't think we should be making concessions when we're talking about a fundamental freedom to make decisions about your own body.
To Republicans like, for example, Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, who would back something like this on a Democratic agenda if, in fact, Republicans control Congress, would you offer them an olive branch, or is that off the table? Is that not an option for you?
I'm not going to engage in hypotheticals, because we can go on with a variety of scenarios. Let's just start with a fundamental fact.
It's not a hypothetical.
A basic freedom has been taken from the women of America. The freedom to make decisions about their own body. And that cannot be negotiable.
Wow. Do you hear what commie law is saying here? There is only one radical answer, one radical agenda that they have in mind, and it is complete and total annihilation of a life in the womb. And one of their main arguments is that it's about a woman's choice for her own body. Wait a minute. There's more than one body involved here. This is a woman making a choice whether someone else's body gets to live or die. Commie law straight up says there will be no exemptions. If you're a Christian, if you believe that protecting life in the womb matters, you are the enemy. The truth that it is life falls on deaf ears. These people don't want to hear the truth. They have made up their minds that they have sold their soul to Satan, who can only lie, steal, kill, and destroy. So she will try to force Christians to partake in taking life in the womb. Check this out. If you want to know more about what commie law actually believes, go watch the video I did called Her Church is Disturbing. You will see exactly what church commie law claims to be a part of. She actually claims to be a Christian, by the way, yet she absolutely hates Christianity and is at war with Christianity. And not only that, but if you check out this video called Her Christian Advisor Will Blow Your Mind, you're going to see who she's going to put in charge, determining what Christianity looks like in America. Now, of course, God is sovereign and in control, and this advisor won't be able to usurp God, but you can see what their plan is to attack Christianity. And of course, she just promised to persecute Christians. Go watch this video where it's literally in her policy to promise to persecute Christians.
Because right now,
it's a question that's out there, because it's not a guarantee that Democrats will win control of Congress.
Well, I'm doing everything I can to make sure that we do. On this issue, I think that what is clear to me is whether someone is... I was just with one of the leaders, and I think opinion leaders in the Republican Party, Liz Cheney, she is, as she has stated publicly and has expressed her...
She said it on stage yesterday.
She is pro-life.
Liz Cheney, by the way, is a rhino. There's nothing conservative about Liz Cheney. She is an absolute wolf in sheep's clothing. She pretends to be fighting for America. But remember, she comes from a war-mongering family. There's nothing like this. This isn't surprising, okay, to hear Liz Cheney campaigning with commie law. In fact, Liz Cheney is worse than these radical liberals like commie law, because at least you know that commie law is a radical and doesn't pretend to be a conservative, somebody who puts America first. You can clearly see that commie law does not do that and never will. But someone like Liz Cheney, who claims to be on your side, who claims to be fighting for the same principles and ideas that you do, when she really doesn't. She is a radical leftist in disguise. And she's exactly why we were given the warning that our republic will only survive if we can keep it. This is Psalm chapter 139. I want you to see this beautiful image of God intricately creating you in your mother's womb. Look at verse 13. For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed substance. In your book were written, every one of them, the days that were formed for me, when as yet there were none of them. God has intricately created you, each and every one of us, putting his own creative personal touch onto every single one of us. He made us unique and with a purpose. He also made us, as verse 14 says, fearfully and wonderfully made. He knit together every part of us, every inward part, as verse 13 says. And we can rejoice in the life that is being knitted by God in a mother's womb. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section. I would love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, join this community. I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And please hit that thumbs up button as well, when you like this video, to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. All right, I'll see you in the next video.